So welcome back to DC's Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from All-Star Comics number 5, from June, July 1941, and this is the Green Lantern. Streaking through the air is the Green Lantern. He is, in reality, one Alan Scott who receives his special abilities through the use of his own willpower when he wears the potent ring made of part of an old green lamp. A ring that must touch the lamp once every 24 hours to retain its potency. With the ring, he is immune to all metals, can walk through walls, and race through the air. Such is the strange power of the Green Lantern. He alits upon a windowsill. I wish something would happen. I'm getting fed up with just sitting around. All these heroes, they're just wishing for crime. I think that's called Munchausen by proxy. But events are already in their way, for in the hidden abode of the professor and agent of Mr. X. Who's the particular mug we're going after? We're going to loot the city of money and at the same time get rid of the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern, gee, Mr. X gave us a tough baby to handle. Not so tough. Uh-oh, Mr. X, now we gotta take off our lids again. All pay homage to the leader of at the mere mention of his name. The half-minute silence over, they get down to business. Our boss is a smart fellow. He knows the Green Lantern has something to do with light. So, nights later, the city is rocked at various intervals by a series of explosions. City officials meet. These bombings must be the work of a fifth-column organization. I don't know. The bombings haven't as yet touched any of our defense factories. Special delivery letter for you, Mr. Mayor. The letter: I demand $2 million from the capital city treasury. Refuse and the city courthouse and the electrical power plant will be blown up by my plane between 10 and 11 o'clock tomorrow night. I will leave the city in total darkness, Mr. X. $2 million? This Mr. X must be mad. So his plane will attack, will it? Well, we'll be ready for it. Later that day, a newspaper editor receives a letter. I hereby challenge the Green Lantern and dare him to try to stop me from carrying out my plan, signed Mr. X. Wow, hold the presses. Green Lantern challenged by Crime Master. The next night, in his retreat, Alan Scott arrays himself in a colorful uniform. I think I'll take that challenge. Tonight's the night. As he touches the ring on his finger to the ancient lamp, there is a blinding flash of light. Energy surges through his frame. And I shall shed my light for over all evil, for the dark things cannot stand the light of the Green Lantern. A little spring carries the Master of Light out into the void of empty space. First stop, the city courthouse. At the courthouse, army searchlights pierce the heavens. Almost 10 o'clock. Don't worry, no plane can get by those searchlights and aircraft guns. 10 o'clock, a thunderous explosion splits the air. The searchlights comb the sky, but no plane is sighted. No motor is heard. Suddenly, a mantled figure darts through the night. It is the Green Lantern. Maybe I can find that plane. A ray of light from the potent ring slices through the darkness and picks out a plane. Once more, the power of the green flame has brought evil to light. The Green Lantern, Mr. X's scheme worked. The Green Lantern trails the fleeing plane to a barren field. Now perhaps I can find this Mr. X. Green Lantern approaches the house. This is where they went. As the Green Lantern moves up the steps, there is a sudden electric flash. When the Green Lantern awakens, the vibrations from the electric bolt sure knocked him out. What, Mr. X? Not quite, just one of his many agents. We'd better get going if we're going to blow up the electrical plant. It's nearly 11 o'clock. As the aviators leave, that plane, how was it the searchlights couldn't pick it out? Why didn't they hear the motor? I have discovered a way to juggle the reflection of light on an object. I made the plane invisible to ordinary light. A super muffler on the engines made it noiseless. I am a genius in my field, you see? And now, Mr. Green Lantern, prepare to die. Maybe you could have just sold your inventions. Quite suddenly, the door opens and a little man peers in. Oops, sorry, I must have the wrong address. Who was that guy? Forget him. Right now, our job is to get rid of the Green Lantern. As the two thugs level revolvers at him, the Green Lantern is already burning a ray of light through his bonds. Gunfire crashes through the room as the gangsters fire point blank at the lantern. Let him have it. But the Green Lantern is immune to all metal, and the bullets careen off his skin. Look, he ain't dead. He ain't even bleeding. Maybe I'm anemic. And the lantern leaps to the attack. Now let's see if you can take it. Oop, he's loose. I got one for you too, Ugly. No, wait. As the master light nears the plant, there is a terrific blast. He is too late. The dirty rats. I'll get them for this. Now maybe I can persuade you to tell me where Mr. X is and who he is. I don't know who he is or where he lives. We get our orders by mail. The Green Lantern trusses up the men and races against time toward the electrical power plant. He must be telling the truth. He was too scared to lie. A ray from the potent ring knifes through the sky and picks out the plane. Fire immediately breaks out and the plane plunges like a flaming torch to the earth. Meanwhile, its power plant destroyed, darkness descends upon the city, bringing with it many dangers in hospitals where operations are in progress. The lights, they failed. How can you operate now? Quick, get a flashlight, hurry. And their children cry. Mothers hold them. Why would they cry? It's nighttime. Just, okay. There now you mustn't be frightened. But Mommy, it's so dark. Yeah, it's night. Frantic people buy out grocery stores. Complete candle. The grocery stores are open. Some candles. Give me some candles. One at a time, please. Candles. Darkness and terror hold sway from the modern capital city. If the people don't get light soon, anything can happen. Thieves may rob under the protecting darkness. I've got to do something. Maybe people from the 40s were really weak. With blurred speed, the Green Lantern dashes through the heavens toward his sanctum. Inside the room, he approaches the ancient lamp. Old Lantern, an evil force has brought darkness to the city. Will you grant me the power to remedy this wrong? Give me a sign. Abruptly, the old lamp gives off an eerie, fiery blaze of light that fills the room. The green flame has answered. Back over the city races the Green Lantern. Now! Like a million fireflies, the electric bulbs of the city flash on. The evil of darkness has been crowded back by the Green Lantern. The lights, they're on. Look, Mommy, it's not dark anymore. And now you won't be scared, will you? You weakling. In the plant itself. But how are the lights on if the dynamos aren't working? Perhaps the explosion set up an electrical current in the air. Well, I can't understand it, but I'm thankful there is some light again. Let there be light. I have never realized how great my strange powers were until now. Back to normal for me. I've got to a Mr. X to worry about. So I wonder how long it keeps the power going. Maybe they just don't need a power plant anymore. All right, so we are coming to the end of the story.